Ah, you stumbled back in wanting to hear another troll-kind white-out battle story, eh? All right then. As you know, every alliance has those powerful chiefs who top the battle reports in every event. But being a power player isn't always as full of glory as the stats make it look. Behind the numbers, there's always more. Hidden battles, heavy burdens, and truths no report will ever tell you. Here's one story you won't forget.
The Raptor's Shadow. He was feared as a monster. One boy found the man beneath the myth. Snow whipped across the battlefield, thick as a shroud. Gouda the Raptor moved through it like a living fortress, each step shaking the ground. Warriors told stories of his might, but seeing him in the flesh was something else. Arms so massive a single backhand could send armored men flying like straw. Rogue gangs swarmed the lighthouse path that day, blades flashing and voices howling, but against Gouda they were nothing more than sparks striking a boulder. Shields splintered, bones cracked. His roar rolled over the battlefield like thunder breaking stone. Yet for all his power, Gouda was not celebrated. He was feared. Rumors clung to him like frost on steel. They whispered that he once snapped a man's spine with one hand, that he cracked stone with his fists and drank the blood of the fallen. But the darkest whispers spoke of smaller prey foxes, dogs, even children who wandered too close to his shadow. None were ever seen again. Parents warned their little ones, "Stay clear of Gouda the Raptor, or you'll never come home." Traders lowered their voices when he passed, and soldiers shifted uneasily in his presence. To most, he was no ally at all, but a tyrant wearing the skin of a man. From the shadows crouched Little Dragon, a wiry, sharp-eyed youth with more questions than patience. Among his peers he was known for reckless courage and a mouth that never stopped. While others accepted rumors, he hunted truth like it was prey, and the rumors of Gouda gnawed deepest at him. As a boy, he had lost his hound to the wild, and the whispers that Gouda stole small creatures left a wound that never healed. So he followed now, heart hammering, eyes fixed on the giant. And then it happened. In the midst of the carnage, Gouda bent low, scooped a living fox from the snow, and stuffed it into his leather pack. Little Dragon's chest tightened, so the stories were true. When the battle was done, Gouda strode to the harbor where a black-sailed ship waited. He boarded without a word, and Little Dragon slipped silently after him, fury burning hotter than fear. The sea was merciless, waves hammering the hull, but Gouda stood steady as a mountain, staring toward the misted horizon. Little Dragon bided his time, waiting for the fox's cry, but none came. Instead, the voyage ended at a jagged island where cliffs jutted like broken teeth against the sky. Gouda leapt ashore, boots cracking stone, and began to climb. The path was treacherous, narrow, and sheer. Little Dragon nearly slipped twice, scraping his hands bloody, but he pressed on. His mind raged with grief and rage. "I'll save the fox, even if it costs me my life." At the summit, the world changed. The cliff opened into a hidden paradise, an untouched hollow, where sunlight pooled golden over waterfalls, wildflowers, and mossy ruins that whispered of forgotten ages. And there, at the heart of it, stood Gouda. He pulled the fox from his pack. Little Dragon charged.
"Let him go, monster!"
His blade struck Gouda's boot and rebounded harmlessly. The giant laughed, a booming sound that shook the air.
"You came to save him?"
Gouda rumbled, eyes gleaming with amusement.
"I won't let you eat him!"
Little Dragon shouted, chest heaving. The laughter grew louder, echoing across the valley. Then Gouda crouched, setting the fox gently upon a bed of moss. Its flank was bandaged, its breath steady but weak. Gouda's massive hand brushed its fur with surprising care.
"The fox is no meal, boy,"
he said softly.
"He was caught in the battle. Broken leg, cut across his side. I brought him here to heal where no blade or beast can reach him."
Little Dragon's cheeks burned hotter than fire. His blade dropped as shame flooded him.
I thought you were the monster everyone said you were. I judged you before I knew you. I'm sorry."
Gouda's grin faded, though not in anger. He lowered the boy gently to the ground, his voice rumbling quieter than before.
"You're not the first. Most only see the muscles, the scars, the roar on the battlefield. They don't see me."
His eyes swept the hidden valley sunlight spilling over waterfalls and wildflowers he had planted in secret.
"That's why I come here. To grow things instead of breaking them. To care for what the world overlooks."
Little Dragon blinked, the weight of the word sinking in.
"Then let me help. I want to help."
For the first time, Gouda's laughter wasn't booming but warm, like a hearth fire. He clapped Little Dragon on the shoulder with such force the boy staggered but stood firm.
"Then we heal together. And maybe you'll be the one who sees past the shadow."
The fox curled into the moss, its breathing steadier now. Yet its ears twitched, snapping upright at a sound only it could hear. Somewhere beyond the cliffs, deep in the mist, came a growl. Low, ancient, hungry. The bond between Gouda and Little Dragon had just been forged, but already the island whispered of trials yet to come.